I don't know why it does that. It reverts back to being mirrored. So again, uh, been cyber stalked, and now that I'm off of X and I can tell what's going on X. There's no doubt Elon's part of it. There's no doubt that his illegal immigrant workforce is part of it. So what they did is my X would go crazy. I think it was only when I was on Windows, and that made me think it was a hack. They're able to hack Windows. So I never received an email. I never received a notification. I'm sure it's an inside job. It's a scam. So it never seemed real. I'm like, okay. And again, something just reminded me that there's an appeal that I don't know if there is or not because I haven't had the opportunity, but they're saying there's an appeals process on each one of those complaints. That's why they did it. So I could never enter into the appeals process and learn what the hell was going on. It never described what it was, never attached it. Wasn't because I was saying foo. I think when I was saying foo, it never did that. It's when I stopped saying foo, when I stopped investigating the porn, they no longer wanted me on there because they could no longer sell dirt on me. Oh, they're criminals, organized crime, racketeering, no doubt. So they have people online that stalk you and make the complaint. Could be sex buddies of the people that work in these IT uh, positions, the information technology positions in the coders and all that. We know what Silicon Valley actually is. It's not some billionaire preacher or a social Christian. It's just that's their cover story in the takeover of Christianity by the beast. So they sit there and they make complaints about you, but I never received a complaint. I don't even an email. There's supposed to be emails, I imagine. I didn't receive any notifications. The final one, and that was it. And you think it's funny. They'll burn in hell, man. This planet's not getting away with what it's doing, and it never will. And yeah, you can take over the church and give everybody false bullshit, but the original stuff and the reality of what it says is going to rule the afterlife, not some scam. So I was stalked over there, and they kept hitting my posts. When the other posts, they're way out. And what they'll do is they'll say, "Well, he said foo. He said foo." No, I didn't. I stopped. Actually, they trounced me when I stopped it. So again, that's another psychological method used by criminally intentioned spies. Well, if you say foo, life is better. I've explained this to you all for over a decade. And anybody that didn't take action or anybody responsible for it not being seen if it was blocked, which means everybody. If you're part of the deep state and the deep state blocked me, Swalwell, then shit'll be on you. Swalwell's just the beginning. Believe me. Elon works with Democrats. There's no doubt. He's got his public persona and then his money grubberness, which doesn't matter. I think Elon Musk is behind Carlson, Joe Kent, and who's that idiot? Alex Jones. And he's going to pressure Trump to give him what he wants. I think the space program needs to be put on a moratorium until we get somewhere financially. There's no reason to do it. Not when we got to get all these immigrants out of here. Not when we got all this crime and narcotics. Narcane is great. I worked with the Trump administration and others lobbying, saying, hey, we need this. I was on the ground seeing it real time, seeing other people have that happen to them. Like I said, before I left where I lived in Santa Fe, we had public laundry rooms. They were pretty clean. They're attached to generally the building, so it wasn't too many people. I guess there was a couple of them, a couple buildings per. But I was in the building with the laundry room, so it wasn't a big deal. And you pay, So I go to get my laundry out of the wash. For a second, I thought it was deep state. It was that scary. There's a syringe sitting on top of my washing machine. I'm like, wait a minute, he tried to freak me out. And I'm like, but my washing machine's closed, so I let it go at first, and I'm thinking I got to tell the office. I went to tell the office, and by the time I got out of the office, there's a big ruckus. Somebody's laying on the ground. Man, well, we found the guy with the syringe, the owner of the syringe. So again, I helped the administration with that. But Narcan is a Band-Aid. We need to move forward. Again, on the Democrat side, on the liberal side, no harm is a Band-Aid. Now, I wouldn't say it's the Republican side, but again, really the person that spread Narcan in the United States and really moved that program was Donald Trump. I don't know if you all remember that. Donald Trump is one of the fathers of the propagation of Narcan. Of course, they don't remember that, right? He's the one who took the bull by the horns and increased and again, I think Senate and the House, I think everybody was involved at that point. So I'm on this other thing. I'm getting the information of what the complaint is, but the complaint's not making sense because I'm looking at everybody else's posts. And of course, I have memory of what the other posts were on X. I was stalked. I was cyber stalked at a minimum. Could be in cahoots with people that are actually stalkers because that's how big the deep state stalking scheme is. And they'll tell you, well, this is investigator so-and-so, and he detected A, B, and C psychology. You need to shut them down. You need to shut them down quick or you'll go to hell with them. You know they're bullshit. You know they're lying. I don't care about their 30-year career or 40-year career. Because when they're doing that, that was a career criminals thing that they got away with. Not a law enforcement career. That's what it was supposed to be. Now they're doing that other scam, putting copyrights on my videos. And it's very intense because they're like, no, it's not that black woman, it's someone else. Bullshit. And I know you put a black woman on there because recently I tried to help black people. You see what the scam is? That's CIA level psychological manipulation of a victim. Whoever it is needs to be put in prison. Every day they stay out free without being put in prison, you all will increase in hells. Irreversible. I expect to see a case off of this one. I've let you go for 30 fucking years. Because that's what they were, fucking years. If you don't understand plain English, when I say fucking, then don't fuck me. Remember, they put these people into action before they start the operation, so they have minimal communication between cells or no communication between cells. You have actually people in prison where 3 or 4 cells of these people including most likely the investigator, created a case out of thin air, laughing about it. It's like a narcotics dealer paid them all. I expect a case off this. I expect to be contacted with information about the cyber stalking and the physical stalking, if it's still going on. I know it went on. I know FBI agents knew about it. I know DHS knew about it. They probably knew about Kristi Noem being stalked. And her husband being stalked. You better get to the bottom of all of it. Because hell's coming quick. Swalwell's nothing compared to what's coming. And if you're Republican, you're open season 2 if you're this damn deep state garbage. Elon's toast. He'll be in prison within 5 years. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.